So this is my example of the two truths and one lie game. So I chose a main character here on the bottom, this little chunky bat, and then I decided to paint my name up on top as the second sprite. So if you go to costumes, you can actually paint or draw a character that you want instead of using a pre-made one. So that's what I did. I just kind of like doodled my name out. So we have main character, my little bat, and then the name. So let's go ahead. We're gonna first start off with giving an animation, some kind of movement to the main character. So we're gonna start the game by when green flag clicked, so when go clicked. I'm gonna have this guy move around a little bit. You can do a different kind of movement because mine is a bat. I kind of want him to glide for a little bit. So let's see what happens. Glide 1 second to random position. He does that. Okay, so after I'm gonna scooch him back. After he's done with that, I actually want him to return to his original position. So after he glides, he's gonna go to -12 for X and -15 for Y. So see if I move him around, his coordinates change. So I want these to be his original coordinates, -12 and let's change that to 13. Okay, so let's see what happens. He glides for a second and then he comes back. So I'm not happy yet. I would like for him to repeat this a few times. So I'm going to drag out of the control block a repeat. And let's say he repeats this 3 times. And then I test it out. So he glides, 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 and then he comes back. Good. Now I want this little dude to speak. So under looks, he's going to say hello. And then this is Anna's version of 2 truths, not one line, one lie. And after that, he's going to give instructions. So after the introduction, some instructions. Click on the name above to hear 3 statements, then wait for instruction. Okay, let's test it out again. Alright, looks good. Now I'm going to go to my Anna sprite. I already wrote these out. So what's going to happen is the bat told us that something is going to happen when I click on the name, right? So the event that I want to happen is when the sprite is clicked on. And the name is going to say, hello, these are the 3 statements. Then we pull out another block and we're going to say that block A is I have been married before as the first statement. Block B is going to be I have 5 siblings as the second statement. And then C is I was in a music video as the third statement. And then the person has to guess with their keyboard, they have to choose the letter that they think is the lie. Okay? So what that means is when the user types in on their keyboard A, B, or C, something is going to happen. Once they type that letter in, we're going to let them know whether they were right or wrong. So again, in events, I'm going to drag out when space key pressed, and I'm going to change that space to A. And then I'm going to have B. And then I'm going to have C. Okay? So in my case, A was the lie. I have never been married before. So I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to say, you're right. That was the lie. And then I could have something else happen, like, let's see, I'm gonna upload a costume. I'm gonna upload a sprite. Um, Trying to find a nice sprite that I can do. I'll just do a random one. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but I just want to show you guys. So, I'm gonna hide him because I don't want him visible. Okay, so I hid him with that little eye icon. I'm gonna go back to this, and let's see if this works. Next costume. It didn't do what I wanted it to. That's okay. We'll just keep it at text. So you're right, that was the lie. And then we'll do this for the other two options. So when B pressed, we'll write, nope, that was a truth. And then when C pressed, so let's try that out. It's gonna say, nope, that was a truth. And then when C pressed, we'll say, wrong, that was actually true. Okay, so let's try it again. When the sprite is clicked, it's going to give out the statements. When B pressed, that was a truth. That was true. And then A, you're right, that was the lie. I kind of want something to happen though when we have the truth. Let's see, looks. Maybe you can change the size. I can make the name huge. Let's try that. Sorry, this is me improvising. And then change size by minus 100. And let's repeat that like 4 times. So I'm pressing A. That was the lie. Boom. We have a pulsating name. All right, that's pretty much it. That's all I want you guys to do. I want you to have a main character that does some kind of animation in the beginning. I want you to be able to click on your names, and then the statements will pop up, and then the user, which will be like a friend that you show this to later on, will have to choose one of 3 statements and then make something happen when you get the right answer, basically. And that's it.